Next item is a resolution for adoption. Resolution number 2022-031, declaring Carbon County a Hidden Heroes County in support of military and veterans caregivers.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Whereas the series of wars and conflicts in which our nation has been engaged over time since World War II has resulted in 5.5 million military and veteran caregivers who are parents, spouses, siblings, and friends, caring for those wounded, ill, or injured who have served our nation, as documented by the 2014 RAND study commissioned by the Elizabeth Dole Foundation. And whereas the daily tasks of these military and veterans caregivers can include bathing, feeding, dressing, and caring for the grievous injuries of wounded warriors, administering medications, providing emotional support, caring for the family in the home, and working outside the home to earn essential income. And whereas the nation provides multifaceted support to our wounded, ill, and injured veterans and service members through public, private, and philanthropic resources, but their caregivers receive little support or acknowledgement. And whereas most military and veteran caregivers consider the challenging work they do as simply carrying out their civic and patriotic duty without realizing they are in fact caregivers and do not identify themselves as such. And whereas an alarming number of military and veteran caregivers, according to research, are suffering numerous debilitating mental, physical, and emotional effects as a result of their caregiving duties. Whereas the County of Carbon desires to recognize and support those who are serving in these vital roles in our own community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the County of Carbon, one, that the County of Carbon become a Hidden Heroes County in support of military and veteran caregivers, that the County of Carbon seek to identify military and veteran caregivers residing in our community and determine the unique challenges they face, that the County of Carbon work to ensure that our government, organizations, employers, and nonprofits are aware of the unique challenges of military and veterans caregivers and are encouraged to create supportive environments and opportunities for assistance, that the County of Carbon plan an annual observance or resource fair to recognize the communities and veterans, military and veterans caregivers, in partnership with the Elizabeth Dole Foundation's National Hidden Heroes campaign and connect them with local resources. That the County of Carbon encourage all who care for and support veterans and service members to extend that support to their caregivers. That the County of Carbon designate a point of contact for our community from the public or private sector for citizens and organizations wanting to offer support and caregivers who need that support. That the County of Carbon use the Elizabeth Dole Foundation's military caregiver experience map to understand the stages of military caregiver journey and to use it as a tool to encourage community understanding and support. Duly adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of the County of Carbon this 10th day of November, 2022, signed the Carbon County Board of Commissioners, attested Chief Clerk, County Administrator. And we have Georgette joining us from Hidden Heroes. Would love to have your comments, Georgette.
Thank you. And I do have just a little bit of. First, commissioners, I would like to thank you for inviting me here today to share my experiences. My name is Georgette Winton, and I am a 2021 Dole Caregiver Fellow with the Elizabeth Dole Foundation. I care for my husband, Jason, who is an Army veteran who served during Desert Shield, Desert Storm. His most visible wounds are his below-the-knee amputations, but he also suffers from 2 types of arthritis, major depressive disorder, and PTSD. As Jason's caregiver, I often forget about how much I actually do for him because I do so many things and I do them so often. Part of what I do to maintain his quality of life in our household is manage his doctor's appointments, his medications. I do help him bathe. I do help him dress. And I also take care of all of the household chores. I'm the one climbing on the ladder, cleaning out the gutters in the fall. I'm the one who is doing our laundry, making sure our house remains clean. I recently had a fellow military caregiver spend some time with me, and her observations of my life were eye-opening to me, and I would like to share those with you now. Besides an injured veteran, you see a hidden hero. Caregivers may be a spouse, a child, a mother, a father, a friend. Many stop to say thank you to a veteran for their service. Rarely does anyone say thank you to the caregiver beside them. I have been blessed to see two opposite reactions to caregivers in the last month. Yesterday, as we walked in a Veterans Day parade, there were so many salutes and thank yous to my well-deserving veteran friend. He more than deserves it. What I'm sharing with you here is in no way meant to take credit from him. He would tell you the same and shares this message as well. However, I didn't witness one thank you to the caregiver beside him. What those well-meaning patriots didn't see was everything his caregiver did to get him there or home, or what she does 24/7 to give him the best quality of life possible. She gave up herself for him, and she does it proudly. During our week with the Elizabeth Dole Foundation in Washington, D.C., caregivers were honored. We stood while over 1,000 guests clapped for us, and it was the first time I have ever been recognized, apart from the veteran I serve. The truth is that you don't see the perfect example of my dear friend Georgette. Before she reached 40, she quit her job and she gave up her identity to care for Jason. Now, as she battles her own cancer, she never misses a beat to care for him. I had the incredible honor to spend the weekend with them after she just had chemo. Not once did she complain about her own pain. I watched her serve him first, before herself, and then use the little energy she had left to organize and walk in a parade, to hand out flyers, to help other caregivers find support. Caregivers are on the home front, on the battlefield that comes home to us. We serve life appointments. Our lifelong battle never ends. Many of us quit our jobs and lose our identities. We spend every moment 24/7 putting our veterans' physical and emotional health before our own. We lose control of making choices for our lives. We wear the uniform they took off. We perform our duties with honor, strength, and courage, with love. It takes everything in us. We don't ask for medals. We don't get financially compensated. We simply ask for the support we need to take care of our hero, and yet we are invisible. Thank you, Carbon County, for taking a stand and recognizing the hidden heroes in your community by signing the resolution today. The Hidden Hero Cities and Counties is a grassroots movement to engage with leaders at the local level to raise awareness about the issues military caregivers face and to bring critical resources to our nation's hidden heroes. Oftentimes, the local level really is the best place to push for resources and for change for caregivers. We see that engagement with local leaders really does move the needle when it comes to things like respite opportunities and other resources. On behalf of all the hidden heroes, I am grateful to Carbon County for recognizing us today.
Georgette, before we present the resolution to you, would you mind, you and I were in DC at the same time just
Correct.
a couple of weeks ago at the gala. And if I recall, the chair of the Hidden Heroes campaign asked you a question. What did he ask you? Who was he? And how did you respond to his inquiry?
So the chair of the Hidden Heroes campaign is Tom Hanks. He came out and he asked me about how I first heard about the Elizabeth Dole Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And my answer responded partly with my inability to identify as a caregiver at the time. When you struggle to identify, you don't seek out the resources that are available to you. So it was 2017 or 2018, and my husband and I were watching the Today Show. That was unusual because we don't normally keep morning television on in our house. And there was a teaser for a segment that said, join Tom Hanks and hear military caregiver stories. And so I listened. And even though I did not identify at the time, that moment, just hearing about it was still instrumental in getting me to the point where I am today, to say I am Jason's caregiver and to seek out the opportunities for help for myself, but also to push me to where I'm strong enough to be able to sit here today and speak for those who are not strong enough yet.
Well, we want to thank you, and I certainly agree that it starts here at the local level. And something we really need to educate as well, not only at the Lexi, but so many things like this, that the hidden heroes, and how many of people in this room have even heard of it before. So it's a very quiet support group, not seeking recognition or anything, but do a fantastic job and providing those services at great strain and stress to the individual providing those services. We thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cameras then.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. GROR.